So in Ramayana, last week we have done the quiz, we have revised. And where were we in Aranyakanda?
They are entering into Panchamati.
Where is Ramji, Lakshmana and Sita Mata in Aranyakanda? What were they doing?
Ramji asked Lakshmana to build a hut. Lakshmana built it. Ramji was very happy with him and he said that our dad is not dead. He is still alive within your actions.
Yeah, because you are ever always, you know what I need. Right? So then they have, Lakshmana went to river Godavari and brought some flowers and they have entered. They have done Griha Pravesh, they have entered. They did some Vastu Puja also, they have entered and for some time they were living very happily they were living. One day, one early morning, every day till now we have learnt whatever the situation is, Ramji never forgets the Sandhya, his evening prayers, morning prayers and all, right? Even in Balakanda also Valmiki ji was describing like that. So now also this is the time, one early morning. Just imagine kids, you have to feel chilled. So Valmiki ji describes in such a way the season. So one early morning, all the three, they were going to river Godavari. So while going, Lakshmana started saying, Rama, this part of year is very, very dear to you. So slowly the autumn has gone and winter has started, he means to say. So no, they are on their way to river Godavari. So Lakshmana is describing. Valmiki ji is describing through Lakshmana's eyes. So he is saying, the earth is beautiful with the woods and robed in splendor, and the winds are whistling through them, through the woods, it means to say. And the chill in the air is driving men to seek the warmth. Means when it is very cold, you don't like to touch water or you don't want to sit in the wind, right? It will be very cold. So that is why all the chill in the air is driving men to seek the warmth. And this is the time people the crops, they have brought their harvest to home. And all the Janapadas means the villages. All the villages are full of grains, paddy, and the animals are also giving more and more milk. So everybody is very happy. When you have everything at home, you will be happy, obviously, right? Even the animals are happy. And now the kings, because when it is very cold, our minds will be little lazy, right? The kings who are very, very passionate, they are dreaming of conquering the other kingdoms. They are dreaming to conquer the new horizons. They want to go and battle and conquer. And then the forest is like slumber. It is like sleeping. Because all the animals are also not moving very actively. So if you see, and there is a mist all over. When it is cold and frost, you can't see clearly. As if this forest is sleeping, it is seeming like, because of the cold. And then the river streams, the river banks are misty and we cannot see their feathered friends. Who are called feathered friends? The birds. The birds go and drink water from the rivers, right? Their feathered friends are hiding near the river base. Unless they cry, we cannot feel the presence. Getting it? Because there is a mist all over, you can't see the birds clearly. When they are shouting, at least we can listen and we can find out there are birds over there. And then the mountains are standing tall and brave. Now their names are making sense, because Hima means snow. When in summers the rays of sun will melt the snow. So that is why, so Himalayas never gained this much of name. Yeah, for their name. Now they got the true meaning. He means to say, now the rays of sun are no longer melting the snow, And the elephants, they are going to the icy streams, they are thirsty and they want to drink, but they are scared to put their trunk inside, and again they are removing it since. They are pulling out their trunks. They are thirsty, they want to take water, but again they are removing. So that is and now Lakshmana started. Think of Bharata, the exemplar of the brotherly love, because he is imitating Rama life, right? He is living like Rama. Think of Bharata, the noble son of Dasharatha. He has renounced the kingdom and he is now living like an ascetic, performing the austerities and sleeping on the cold floor. Maybe at that time there is no WhatsApp and there is no calling, right? So that's why Lakshmana is assuming. Maybe Bharata also at this moment is going towards, what is the river near Ayodhya? Sarayu. So how can he expose to that torment of that icy stream of Sarayu? Because it will be very cold. At this moment he might be traveling, walking towards Sarayu to take a dip. And then he was telling, he renounced everything just to emulate your life here, to imitate, to live like you. And he is very, very noble. And generally what people say is, the children inherit the nature of their mother. He disapproved it because he has nothing of Kaikeyi in him. And how can Kaikeyi, whose husband is the valorous and noble king and whose son is virtuous like Bharata, how can she be so wicked? He started. Note. Immediately Rama replied. Till now Rama did not start anything. Now he said, Rama, who upheld dharma always, he said, Lakshmana, never demean Kaikeyi. There is nothing to demean Kaikeyi. But tell me more about Bharata. I want to listen. Even though I am in exile, I want to listen more about Bharata, because his words are sweet and divine. And when I will be reunited with my magnanimous brothers. After saying that, they took a dip, and from there again they have started to their hermitage back. It seems like Lord Shiva is united with Mata Parvati and Nandishwara. Here Valmiki ji is describing Lakshmana as Nandi, and Rama as Shiva, and Sita Mata as Parvati. And finally they have arrived to the hermitage. There, what Ramji is doing, he is inviting ascetics near sages, the nearby sages and all. They are talking about Purana and Itihasas. Always they are talking about God. So there Ramji was sitting, and all generally he was describing like that. One day what happened, Ramji was with Sita Mata in the hermitage and into that bliss, who has entered? The ogress. Her name is Surpanakha. Surpanakha means who has sharp nails like winnowing fans. Nakha is nail. Surpanakha is very sharp, and she has sharp nails. She has entered and she saw Ramji. He was like, he was very, very young and handsome, and he was effulgent like Lord Indra. This is from Surpanakha's mind. Valmiki is describing. See, when Surpanakha saw Ramji, the sight he is describing, and his glorious and radiant face attracted her. And then his chest was like lion, and he has long arms, lotus eyed, and he is very charming. That is what she is thinking. And then immediately, how his walking gesture is, he was walking like an elephant. All these qualities attracted Surpanakha. And here Valmiki ji describes the evil. Evil is Rakshasi. She is a Rakshasi, and divine is Ramji. The contrast between the evil and divine is immense and striking. How he describes, first he takes Rama is young and handsome. Surpanaka is old, make a note, old and hideous. She's Kama Rupini, and she has a big belly, and she was old. And then Rama has a melodious voice. Surpanaka has harsh, like a donkey's voice. She has a harsh and loud voice. And then Ramji had a slender waist, like very thin waist. And Surpanaka had a very thick and coarse waist. And then Ramji had a black hair, beautiful black hair. Surpanaka had copper tangles. It was not yet combed also properly. So this is what Valmiki ji described. But still she has uncontrollable desire towards Ramji, because she was Rakshasi is attracted, and generally sages are attracted. Everybody is attracted towards Ramji because of the tejas, the radiance he had. Pumsa Mohana Rupaya Punya Shlokaya Mangalam. Even the men also got attracted to Ramji's face, it seems. Okay, so then she went. Ramji was having matted locks. She was wearing jatadhari, right? So she went towards him and started asking, accompanied by your wife here, you seem to be wearing matted locks and living like an ascetic life, but when I see your arms, I feel like you're a Kshatriya. What brought you to this Rakshasa territory? Why you have come to this jungle? She asked. Very nicely, Ramji, he never asks, like he first introduces himself. The point. Then he immediately started. There was a king called, a very noble king called Dasharatha, whose fame is equal to the gods. I am his first elder son, and this is my younger brother Lakshmana. He always follows me. He is devoted to me, and she is my wife Sita, and she is the daughter of Videha king. So Vaidehi. So he said, and I am here because of my parents' commands, or my mother Kaikeyi and Dasharatha. They wanted me to stay here for 14 years, so that is why I am here. He said, now I want to know about you. When I see you, I feel like you are a Rakshasi. So you tell me, who are you? What's your name? Then she started. Aham Surpanaka namam Rakshasi Kamarupini. Kamarupini is she can take any form at her will. Like this we have learnt from Tataka also. So they are called Kamarupini. And I am very, very powerful, and everybody in this jungle, they live in terror, and I alone wander in this forest, and the king, listen, the characters are getting introduced. How many characters is she introduced? Just make a note. The king of Rakshasas, Ravana, is my brother, elder brother, and he is the son of Vishravasa. Then I have another brother called Kumbhakarna. He is very, very powerful, but always in deep sleep. And I have another brother who is Vibhishana, but he has no qualities of a Rakshasa. He is very, very good, but it's okay. Again, I have two more brothers. They are Khara and Dushana. When did we heard about Khara? In Janasthana, when ascetics were scared of Khara, they told him about Ravana's brother Khara is tormenting us, right? So now she is also telling Khara and Dushana, I have two brothers. They are very, very powerful and valorous, but I want to abandon all of them and I want to marry you. So this is what she introduced all her five brothers. And now she said she is very powerful and she can wander alone in the forest. I want to marry you. Accept me as your wife. This lady, Sita, is not at all beautiful. She is ugly. Just get rid of her. And to get rid of your wife and brother, I can eat them away. I will eat them all. So then we can roam like very freely in the Dandaka forest, and we can roam on the mountain peaks of this forest. So what do you expect from Ramji? Obviously he is also smiling. So next week we will listen the conversation between Ramji, Surpanaka, and Ramji and Lakshmana, Lakshmana and Surpanaka. Let's continue the story next week. Okay? So this is what happened. On a positive note, Ramji is smiling and looking at Surpanaka because she is very old. She is very ugly, but still she is talking about Sita Mata beauty. She is not beautiful, she is saying. Okay, now morals time, kids.
Respect always. Even though Surpanaka is Rakshasi, Ramji still introduced himself and then asked about herself.
Yes, when a stranger asks about you, generally we feel like, who are you? Why should I answer? Like that we will say. He knew that she is a Rakshasi, but he introduced. And one more thing, from Lakshmana point of view, just when he was describing the seasons, Godavari, and again when he was talking about Bharata, he was talking good about Bharata. At one point, Ramji stopped Lakshmana and diverted this. When he was talking ill about Kaikeyi, did Ramji encourage Lakshmana? What Lakshmana was saying is true only. But still, Ramji didn't want to encourage any ill talk. Okay, he never, and he encouraged him to say more about Bharata. See, this is how nicely he diverts the topic. Tell me more about Bharata.
Never underestimate anyone. Surpanaka underestimated Sita's beauty.
Correct. And was she asking more? She was old and she knew that Ramji is very, very virtuous, and he is living in that hermitage as an ascetic. That is what is Rakshasa quality. Many times we see it in many people. Whether they are eligible for that or not, they never think of it, they just want it. If you have money, you want to grab, buy or do something and get it. Like that. That is a Rakshasa quality. That is what Surpanaka is teaching us now. Right? Children, no more morals, children. Yeah.
Because even though he know Surpanaka is Rakshasi, even though he was very polite and he was talking very noble.
And at that moment, why Lakshmana was describing us the season? It was very cold, chill, and there is nobody to see whether Ramji had taken shower or not at that point of time. But why he does it? To teach us, irrespective of the situations, you have to follow dharma nishta. If you have taken up, if you have given one word, irrespective of the situations, you have to follow. He has taken an oath like to live like an ascetic. That is why at that moment also he was going to the river and taking the dip. Right? And all, never desire for others things. Right? Surpanaka, Ramji is Sita Mata's. But still she is thinking that I am powerful, my brothers are powerful, I have that influence, so I can grab. And without asking him, she has taken a decision like, I will kill Lakshmana and Sita Mata to get rid of them. So that is the Rakshasa quality, we should never have it. Okay? So, we'll continue the next... She can take the because when Ramji saw Surpanaka, he was telling, by seeing you, I can make out that you are a Rakshasi. We can imagine that first she came in that Rakshasi form only, but she is a Kamarupani. She said, I can take any form, no? She can take up different forms also.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
can you tell all the brothers and sisters Surpanaka again?
Yeah. Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Vibhishana, Khara, Dushana. Okay?
Okay, ma'am, thank you.
Okay, now we will close the class, children.